Mustangs will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Bunch formation for these receivers. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
He'll run it again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
He leaves it with his back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
On the move at the 30. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Stanford! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run, run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Handoff from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. White wants to throw it. Here's a heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the 2nd ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run the screen. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down.
A really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
And the Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. They want to run this quarterback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Mustangs look to keep this drive humming. Going with the counter play here. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Mustangs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
The Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. And the offense about to dial up its 10th play of this drive. White going to attack through the air. Fires to the right. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that.
And, boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Mustangs looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Mustangs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal coming up. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And this offense gets another passing touchdown. I tell you what, week 1, this connection worked. Week 2, this connection working again. I tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
And he made the extra point without problem. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Soft spot in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Power football with the run. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Zings it complete to the right. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy...
Touchdown, Cardinal! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 21 over Oklahoma State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Trying play action. They get to him as he throws. And the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. They're just getting trouble.
Taking it the other way. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Using the quick game. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Stanford comes up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Stanford!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lanier. Makes a move. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. White wants to throw it. Still looking, on the move. Finds the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll line up for a second down play. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. There he goes. Touchdown, Cardinal. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Lanier. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete to the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
That's a first down for the offense.
White going to attack through the air. He's got it.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Jenkins. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Jenkins. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's taking the shot. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Looking deep. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down and a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this 1st half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this 2nd half started. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Touchdown, Stanford! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And linebacker linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Lanier. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. White wants to throw it. He's looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Under fire. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. It's a fumble on the play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Woo! Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
To the ground with the back. Running into the open space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And the Mustangs have their offense in high gear. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
At the 47-yard line. Brings up second down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go!
Now the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
White going to attack through the air. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Bringing it back. And what a big play. The return takes it back inside the 25.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the tight end. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Brings up 2nd down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
Green 25.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it's no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come.
Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. Makes it past the marker. Across the 25, he's got room. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Mississippi State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Finds his man. It's Robertson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
This quarterback part of their running game. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The give to the back. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Stanford to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and inches. Motion from the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
4th down coming up.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback on the keeper. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
It's complete to the left. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Makes the grab. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Fires downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He'll do it himself. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To give as they work on that clock. Powers through the defender. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Nice move to keep running. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple.
Breaks into the open. Got enough space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
SMU 14.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one.
Set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. He'll try it again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback will keep it. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team